man, I let bliss off my dark skin. Wait, I got a bad bitch, she a dark skin. I work on my shit, then I let it spin. I don't give niggas.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going? My name is Yusuf. Now, before I start, man, I just wanted to say thank you to every single person who liked, who commented, who subscribed, who shared that last video, man. The support was so thankful. I want to say thank you in 12 different languages. Here we got obrigado, gracias, shukriya, that's Urdu, right? We got
a few moments later.
Spasibo, we got teşekkürler, we got yeah, there we go. So that's 12, alright? So that's 12 languages right there. Today's video is actually 3 months overdue, and the reason being is because I turned 21 3 months ago, right? Turning 21 is, in the United States, is a pretty big milestone. The reason being is because you can drink. You can legally drink, but everybody is drinking before the age of 21 anyway. So yeah, so turning 21 came with a lot of realizations, you know what I mean? Like, holy crap, I've been on this planet for 21 years. The Earth has been around for 4.5 billion, but I've been here for 21. Along the way of my 21 years on this planet, I have learned a lot, and I would like to share with you guys the 21 thoughts that I had at 21 in no particular order of importance. So I hope you guys enjoy. Boys and girls and whoever's out there, aliens watching this, alright? I know I just said that these are in no particular order, but number one is number one for a reason, because it is muy importante, très important, okay? Number one has been probably the most, one of the most important things that I have learned in a while. And I always keep it in the back of my mind as a way to help guide me when life gets bad, when life is good. And that is, life is cyclical. It always moves up, it always moves down. Enjoy it while it's up, don't fight it while it's down. Are we gonna like talk about the fact that I just completely made the first one rhyme, like bar for bar? We're not gonna talk about that? Alright, that's fine, that's fine. I'm just making sure that you guys are recognizing the poetic justice that I'm doing to this video right now. Alright, keep going, keep going. Okay, number two, consciousness is a superpower. Essentially, the way that it works is that the more conscious that you are, the more or the less that things have control over you. Number three, this one right here hits like a truck, because no one really talks about this, because I don't know why. It is okay to outgrow your friends. It's important to note, because if your friends do not align with who you are as a person, and they take away from like what you're trying to become, and they don't align with your vision, it is okay to cut them off, because they have handed you the scissors. Number four, where attention goes, energy flows. We are magnetic beings, not in the sense of I see someone and I stick to them, rather in the sense that we have the ability to attract things into our life based off of what we think and what we do. Number five, thanks to a friend of mine, I heard this in conversation, a friend said it to me, and I was like, oh shit, that's pretty good. Like, number five, get out of your own way. You want to succeed, if you want to do great things, you need to take yourself out of the equation and just go. Number six, in order to be the person that you want to become, do what they do now. Seems pretty simple, but in life, the simplest things to do are usually the hardest. Number seven is that you truly don't know people until times of hardship. Okay, this right here is a quick cut. No means is anything that I'm saying in this video advice. As a friend once told me, stop sharing advice and start sharing experiences. So this is what I'm doing here. And also, I am not qualified to give advice. No one listening or watching this video should be taking advice from a 21-year-old man living in his mother's basement. I love you, mama. Back to the video. Number eight, lower the expectations you have of other people and to raise the expectations of yourself. No one is going to do things quite the way that you are going to do them for yourself. Or maybe even for other people, especially if you have a big heart. So, not to be a pessimist or whatever, I'm a very optimistic person, but sometimes you just gotta be real with yourself, all right? That's number eight. Number nine is pretty short and sweet. Do not seek answers, but rather seek clarity. You know, whenever I hear this one being said, I feel like a very wise person. You know, I lean back, right? I have like my knee up. As you can see, I have like my knee up. And I'm drinking this smoothie. I'm drinking this tea like I'm a wise man. This is not tea, this is a smoothie. What wise men do, by the way, they don't do this. Number 9. So then, seriously, one of the most important things that I've learned, and it has been extremely critical to my growth as a person, and that is to wear a wife beater when you go to the gym, because you will get a whole lot more respect. Seriously though, you would be amazed at how much respect you get walking into the gym with one of these bad boys on. Want to command more respect from the general population? Just walk into the gym with a wife beater. That's all I'm gonna say. To not give advice to people, but rather you want to share your experience, and you only want to do so after truly hearing what they have to say, especially if someone is pouring their heart out to you or they're looking for support. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to listen. Number 11, the people closest to you can hurt you the most. Number 12, now this one right here is very, very important. Don't look for love in anybody else until you love yourself. The reason being is because most relationships that are built on loneliness usually fail because you don't actually love yourself and you depend on the other person to love you. All right guys, so I'm gonna take you outside with me here for number 13, and the reason being is because it is very, very beautiful outside right now. Number 13 is to be careful who you're friends with, because you are the summation of the 5 closest friends that you have. There's a saying in Arabic which says, sahib yusahib, and what that translates to is the friend pulls. This is extremely, extremely true in the case of friendship, because they have this almost gravitational effect on you, where whatever they're doing, you're most likely to pick it up. It makes a lot of sense why as a child my parents like tried to hammer this concept into me, but now, you know, that I'm 21 and I'm a lot, let's say, less stupid, this right here is one of the most important things that I've learned. So number 14 is really for people who are creatives, people who have good ideas in general, and that is, ideas in their infancy are very vulnerable, so be careful who you share with. Essentially, it's okay to not share your ideas in the beginning. Work on them, like let them grow, then share once you have results. So for number 15, I'm gonna take you guys with me to a particular place just to kind of help illustrate the point. So I'm in the store right now just to illustrate this point to you guys. Whenever you are in a grocery store, you don't need to ask the clerk for directions, and the reason being is because sometimes there's a lot of merit in finding something yourself. Don't be lazy, don't take the short way out, the shortcut out. Sometimes it's cool to do it on your own. By the way, this shit is hella embarrassing. So we are back. So hope you guys enjoyed the setting of number 15. Number 16, the greatest wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. This quote right here is extremely important because it emphasizes 2 things. One, what you know is nothing in the grand scheme of what truly exists. You've been on this planet for X number of years, and this planet has been around for 4.5 billion. So humble yourself and realize that what you know is very little relative to what the world knows. And number 2 is that it teaches you to be a student constantly. Because you don't know anything, be curious and seek knowledge. The people who have the highest egos are the people who know the least. Number 17. This one right here is hard for me to hear, but it's important. It's worth risking your pride to apologize. And when you apologize quickly. Life is too short to hold grudges against people or to be angry at someone. It takes a lot of effort and energy to consistently be mad at someone or to be angry at someone. So number 18 has by far been one of the most fun, enriching, and positive things that I have learned within my 21 years of life, and that is to be spontaneous. And the reason being is because moments of creativity are usually born from the unknown. So what I'm trying to say here is, don't be afraid to try something new in the moment. Hey guys, so we are just about there. So for number 20, this one's a little funky because it's not necessarily a word or a phrase that you can remember, but rather it's a set of numbers that help illustrate a principle. And the principle is that doing the same thing every single day over the course of the year will leave you right where you started, versus doing something 1% more every single day over the course of a year will leave you completely different than where you started. You take 1, raise it to the 365th power. You take 1.01 and you raise that to the 365th power, and you'll see the difference of a person who does the same thing every single day versus the person who does 1% more every single day. Okay, so we are finally on the last thought that I had on my 21st birthday. You are a constant work in progress. Forgive yourself for the mistakes that you're gonna be making, because as long as you're a human being, you're always gonna be making mistakes. There's no need to shit on yourself. There's no need to talk bad to yourself. You know what I mean? There was a point in time in my life where I thought that being angry or being like aggressive towards myself would get me to take some sort of action. But in retrospect, what I realized is that the only thing it did was hurt me more, or made me not want to do something more, because ultimately the way that you talk to yourself is going to dictate what you end up doing. So that's rule number 21. Thank you guys so much for sticking around until the end of the video. Thank you if you watched this video at all, if you clicked on this video, if you commented, if you liked. Muchas gracias. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for showing some love and for being here. And I will see you guys in the next video, where I will try to do something that is gonna take me out of my comfort zone, but I'll definitely try it. So just a quick little edit here at the end. Recording rule or thought number 15 that I had in the store. I was in Target. I was like extremely nervous. Like, I've never done anything like that before. So it really took me out of my comfort zone. I had to buy something because I was gonna check out. So I went to like the cashier, and the lady at the desk, she asked me, she was like, "Are you a vlogger?" And I was like, "I'm not a vlogger, I'm like, or like a YouTuber." I was like, "Nah, I'm not like a YouTuber, like I make videos and stuff." Well, I wouldn't say I'm a YouTuber. Started going back and forth, and then she ended up asking me for my channel. And yeah, I'll give you my channel, yeah, no problem. She gave me like a piece of paper to write it on, and I accidentally started writing my phone number. Why I started writing my phone number, but I didn't write my phone number, like, and then she asked me, she's like, "Why are you writing your number?" And I was like, "Oh, I forgot." So if this girl's watching the video, her name is Kiara. So I want to say shout out to you, Kiara, for being a good sport in this video. Thank you very much for checking it out. Myself out there, and I'm having these like really awkward experiences sometimes, but it's cool though. It's cool because like living a life in the comfort zone isn't really a life worth living. So I will see you guys when I see you guys. Take care. Peace.